Marry me. It's Rowan Ravenwolf with Triple Goddess Apothecary and Reiki. We're going to talk about different types of divination today. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's jump in. All right, let's jump into a high overview of different types of divination. Wow, I'm like really hyper today. I'm green and I'm hyper. Like green should be grounding me. So let's enjoy. All right, thanks for that. And I'm not even going to edit that out just because then I'm human and I'm not AI. So I'm going to briefly touch on a couple different types of divination. And there's a reason for it, and we'll get to that at the end. So there's lots and lots of different forms of divination. So one of my favorite, I'll grab my tarot. Oh, I guess I should hold it the right way so you can see it. So tarot or tarot, I've heard it pronounced both and I think I pronounce it 100 different ways myself. So this is really one great form of divination is the tarot cards. And a lot of times, this is the biggest one. You're going to see a lot of tarot readers at events and grab a reading. I do online readings for people, so you can always book. It will be in my website, will be in the description below. So you can feel free if you resonate with me to get a reading from me. But I also do Elder Futhark runes readings. So got my runes right here. We'll pull out a couple runes and show you a couple runes. So Elder Futhark runes, fun, fun, fun. This is another form of divination. And oh, the history surrounding the Elder Futhark runes is so amazing. Definitely, it's a fun way. It's very similar to the tarot, not quite like tarot, but we do read the runes. Um, Oracle cards, and I didn't even grab a deck of oracle cards, but oracle cards, very similar. It's part of cartomancy, which the tarot cards are, and I probably should have brought them up closer to the tarot. With the oracle cards, I know like with tarot, you've got to memorize the cards. You've got to memorize the upright and the reverse position, but you also need to memorize the symbolism and use your intuition. And you've got to use your intuition on any form of divination. So you really will connect with your intuition when you're working with divination. So with oracle cards, it's a little hard, especially like I have a ton of beautiful oracle card decks, and I'll alternate when I'm using them. And they're not as easy to memorize because if you get like 5 different decks, that's more to memorize. I actually really go by my intuition with those cards and the symbolism on the cards with the oracle decks. And then you've got tasseomancy. This is tea leaf reading. So tea leaf reading is really fun. We use loose leaf tea for this, and actually sometimes you'll get some tea leaf in the bottom of your cup even when you put them in a bag. So tea leaf reading is really great. You do need to make sure you know the symbolism, and that symbolism actually crosses over into oracle decks and tarot decks. So that's kind of the nice plus side is the symbolism is really important, and it does cross into multiples. So another form of divination is scrying. There are several types of scrying. You can scry in a bowl of water, you can scry in smoke, you can scry in a candle flame, or even in a fire. Like, so if you put a bonfire going, you can scry in the fire. Oh, and mirror scrying. So mirror scrying is really fun, which actually later this month I will be expanding upon mirror scribing because I'm going to be talking about mirrors in magic and how we can use those. So that's kind of something you're interested in, take that class. Pendulums, and we can use pendulums. They're a great way for divination. You can use divining rods. So if you've ever seen the divining rod, you hold them. They're usually have like copper, and then there's I'm trying to remember. No, it's like a steel and then the copper rods. Divining rods are also used to find water, but you can use those as a form of divination also as you jump into that. One I love doing is osteomancy. This is bone throwing or bone reading. You'll see this if you watched the Kevin Costner um, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. The old hag uses bone throwing to predict the future with divination. Another one that is fun that you can do when you're out in the forest is stick divination. So you just need to find, I'd say about 7 to 13 sticks that are about the same size, like lengthwise. They don't need to be the same girth. And you actually literally just gather them up. Like I usually like rub them like that and then just drop them. And then you can look for the divination in the droppings. So this is very similar to osteomancy. There's a lot of different ways you can actually also do candle magic for divination. So you can take different candles and you can say, what is my love light going to be like? What is this going to be like? And you watch the flame. Is the flame flickering fast? Is it changing? And you do multiple candles. And so you can have one for each aspect of your life. So you can do work, you can do love, you can do home life, you can do mind, body, spirit. You can just, the creativity is left up to your imagination. So those are like, this is just such a high overview of different types of divination, but I kind of wanted to throw it out there. So if there's a specific divination that you really, really like, put in the comments, I want to learn more about, and fill in the blank. So I do teach a tasseomancy class. I won't be teaching that till July of 2025, but it is up. So if you want to like kind of be ahead of the game, that is up. Next year, I will be teaching Elder Futhark runes. It's 11 classes. It's over 11 weeks. It's every Tuesday, and it begins in April. And then I will be teaching my tarot certification course that will begin in July of 2025. That's the next time I teach it. It's already over for this year. And that is 17 classes. I did up the classes because you're going to get more information. So it's going to be taught over 17 weeks. So it's going to be kind of long, but you're going to get a lot of information. And at the end, you will be able to be a certified tarot reader. So one of the reasons I wanted to do the divination is this is like when we work with divination, we're enhancing our intuition and our psychic abilities. And I truly believe everybody has the capability of developing psychic abilities or developing empathy or becoming an empath, I should say, or developing your clairsenses. So that's why I kind of wanted to do this overview, but I'm also really excited. I am going to be hosting Triple Goddess Psychic Fridays. So there's going to, hopefully all three of us will be able to join, but I will be joined by the Angel Lady and by Classy Cassie. And we're going to, this first one is on June 28th, Friday, June 28th. We're going to do one a month and then we'll bump them up as it gets more popular. So if you would like tickets to that event, the tickets are free. We are asking for donations. I will put the where you can go to get your tickets in below so that you can like go snag a ticket for that event. We will be doing probably about 8 mini readings. They'll be 5 minutes long each. And if we have a little extra time, we may do more than 8. So you can get a little mini reading, but you'll be able to meet three different psychics. We all do different things. We use our divination practice differently. And so you'll be able to go, oh, I resonate with this person or I resonate with this person. So if you want a reading, you'll be able to do that. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this class, this mini little learning, and hit like. And again, if there is a certain divination I went through, and I went through a lot and I went fast, I hope I didn't talk too fast, but please feel free to say, I want to learn more about tarot. I want to learn more about Elder Futhark runes. I want to learn more. Just put, I want to learn more. And I'll look into doing a video for you. All right. Because if you want to learn more, someone else wants to learn more. So don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. And don't forget to subscribe. I love subscribers, and that's how I know that you like more information. And if you are watching on Patreon, yes, Patreon members, you get this video before YouTube gets it. So, yay, kind of a perk to being in Patreon. And if you would like to join my Patreon, please see the link below because I'd love to have you in Patreon. I have a lot of member exclusives in Patreon. Thanks so much for joining me today. Blessed be and namaste.